Okay. Uh, okay, we are ready to start now. Good evening, everyone. Once again, very good evening. Very good evening. Dear jury members, thank you for joining us on this Saturday evening. My name is Aditya, and it's pleasure to be your host for the next couple of hours. So, Institute of Product Institute of Product Leadership proudly welcomes you all for the Skillathon for go-to-market by the cohort of Product Management Certificate Program. Our participants will present their innovative solution and our esteemed juries will evaluate them on the key parameters. As Skillathon goes, it promises to be an evening filled with excitement, challenging, and skill demonstration. This is an event where they demonstrate their skills. Oh, give me a minute. So they demonstrate their skills like market competition analysis, segment targeting, promoting, GTM strategy, budget planning, sales enablement, demand generation, identifying key channels, promotion, growth strategies, marketing strategies. So we have many more things to cover. Before we get started, I would like to let you know about the Skillathon. Before we get started, so today's session is going to be very exciting. Let's begin with the session then. Skillathon is an event where the top performing learners demonstrate their understanding of skills, appreciation of their same context of the real world, product ideas as a part of their learning journey in the journey to industry experts and other learners. At IPL, we replaced examination with Skillathon and studying with learning by doing. The Institute strongly believes that the real test of skills is to demonstrate their ideas to the live audience and industry experts. Before we start, I want to give you a glimpse on what product management certificate program is. It is a globally recognized program with assurance of skills versus knowledge, focus on career transition and career acceleration through learning by doing. So now it's time to introduce our panel of juries. Today we have prolific three jury member of the leading industry. And we will start with uh, Himalaya Sharma, Senior Product Manager at Dentsu. Welcome, sir.
Hi, everyone.
We would love to know more about you. You can use another 30 seconds or so to introduce yourself to our audience.
Yeah, hi, everyone. I'm Himale, and I have around 12 years of experience in the industry, most of which is into product management. I've worked across different domains like fintech, adtech, and general enterprise SaaS. And currently, I'm working with Dentsu, and that's the correct name. I think there's a typo here. And yeah, worked across different strategic and leadership roles across Times, IBM, American Express, now Dentsu, previously Media Ocean. So yeah, that's pretty much about me.
Thank you so much, Professor. So next we have Divya Sharma with us, who is a GTM strategy leader at Capgemini. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Aditya. Hello, everyone. I'll give a quick introduction as well. So I have had, so if I say my career has been just half a decade, so I've spent 5 years in the IT industry across roles like product manager. I started as a business analyst, business consultant, and now I'm leading the go-to-market strategy for the SAP offers. So I'm the SAP partner marketing from Capgemini. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how, you people take and present your ideas. And yeah, I'm also looking forward to learn and explore along with just being a jury member here. So thank you. Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Next we have Ankur Yadav, principal product manager at Adobe. So over to you.
Thanks, Aditya. Hi, everyone. My name is Ankur, as Aditya mentioned. So I have been into product management for almost more than 11 years now. Have worked in, multiple industries and companies. Started with fintech, was in OTT, then moved into e-commerce, and now I've worked with Microsoft and Adobe on the enterprise SaaS product side. So yeah, this is what I have been doing, post my MBA from IIM Bangalore, and yeah, I'm pretty excited to be here today and see what you folks have in store for us. So yeah, let's get going.
Sure, sir. Once again, a very warm welcome to all our juries. Thank you for taking your time to join us for today's Skillathon. So this is our guidelines. It will be 10 minutes for each team to present, followed by 3 to 5 minutes of time for juries only to give the feedback to them. And you will have, during the presentation, I'll give you a heads up on every 7th minute for all the teams, and 10th will be a hard stop. Juries will cast their votes on a scale of 1 to 5, and 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. Juries can use the rubrics given to evaluate the performance based on the given parameters. The scores will be announced by the juries aloud. Once the presenters is done, audience, please keep your phones ready to scan the QR code on the screen and you can cast your votes. So let's start with the presentation. So our first presenter is Abhilasha. Hi Abhilasha, you are ready for the presentation now?
Yes, I just
Okay,
like to share my screen.
sure. You have got the permission now. You are able to share?
Please let me know if you're able to see my screen.
Yes, I'm able to see your screen.
Okay.
So by
Okay, can
so
I start?
as I told, I'll be having a timer here with me where I'll be counting the time, and 7th minute I'll let you know.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. Hi jury members. Very warm good evening. Myself, Abhilasha. I bring in about 3 years of work experience in across visual media, market research, and a bit of data analysis. And I aim to pivot into product management. And this brings me here into the ICPM course where I got an opportunity to work on a product idea called eLive Cred and as part of the capstone project. So let me quickly jump into the findings. So the product eLeaf Cred comes out of the idea that the current carbon emission threat that is affecting the world, there's a huge environmental crisis. So finding a opportunity there is where the problem exists of that I identified as someone like me who's very eco-conscious, who want to reduce my carbon footprint and make sustainable daily life choices, but find it really hard because I don't know, I can't track my real impact of carbon emissions that I'm doing, and I lack motivation also, and also there is less awareness on how accurately I can reduce my carbon emissions. And apart from this, the other challenges are that sustainable choices of consumption is quite costly, and also it is inconvenient, and there is high probability of greenwashing. So trying to understand this, I tried seeing if there is a market for solving this problem, and I did understand there is a wide space because there is no software based or AI based app that connects integratedly to solve all these challenges. And there comes the product idea, eLive Cred, which transforms individuals' eco consciousness into measurable climate action through AI powered carbon tracking and rewards. So yes, there is a market for which I try to deep dive through the competitive analysis, and the top competitors are the one mentioned on the left hand side. And out of these, My Plan 8 is the only Indian sustainability app, and the other being the threateners for this product idea are from the fitness and finance apps, which might try to lure into this kind of product idea. So the product idea here, eLive seems to be very much apart from the rest of the competitors, because it is integrating not only the tracking of sustainability choices of users on a day-to-day basis, but also it aims to position itself as an environmental app that also tries to rewards the users for their good to the planet actions. So what are the market analysis and how I did, and what is the attractiveness for this product idea is that considering the SOM approach, the total Indian urban population is 52 crore, and this app only aims for the Indian market right now. And assuming a 50% fall into the target users who uses a smartphone, it comes around 10 crore. And if we focus only to achieve 2% of the SAM, it's around 2 crore. And by just giving an estimation of ARPU calculation through how this app tries to make money, earn revenue, is through the premium subscriptions and margin from partner affiliates, or redemption through platform fees, and B2B licensings using white labeled or enterprise integrations and anonymized data monetization. So the total ARPU value seems somewhere to be 2.34 billion estimation. So the target market segment is for this product idea is eco-conscious individuals and fitness and lifestyle enthusiasts. And as part of the MVP rollout phase or the initial target, eLive Cred will be targeting only these two personas, and considering the other target segments as part of the growth plan. And I did a bit of user research and found out that throughout the user research, I understood the pain points of the the normal mindset of the Gen Zs and millennials, that as they want to do something to the environment, they want to contribute, but they lack motivation, they lack awareness, they don't know where to start. And also at the same time, they expect the same trend that is happening within fitness or health lifestyle apps, where the app is very much motivating in terms of nudges, the dashboards, and also in some cases some apps do provide rewards. So I thought that let me integrate the combination of all these into an eco-conscious app such as eLive Cred. So I came up with a prototype where it looks something like this, and the user journey is more or less similar to this, where an user starts the apps and then he moves to the dashboard where he inputs, or the AI automatically checks for the carbon emissions made by an user. And once the carbon emissions which is reduced is being known, he or she will get points, and that can be redeemed in the marketplace, which is more affiliated, which is exclusively affiliated for the e-leave cred, where only certified sustainable products that are which are provided at a cost-friendly rate is available, and users can redeem that. So let me quickly jump into the product marketing aspect of GTM, how the product aims to enter the market. It wants to position itself as the India's first gamified sustainability lifestyle app, and and the entire customer life cycle is modeled on the R growth funnel, ensuring that e-liquid optimizes every stage from awareness to monetization. The GTM plan is very much more oriented into the digital first rollout in its initial phase, because of the cost effectiveness that is and the easiness that is available for the app, and also that the digital rollout will enable for easy stickiness of the users, that is through self-serve model, through mobile apps, website landing pages, and SEO, paid ads, and digital marketing campaigns, and through inside sales such as LinkedIn outreach, webinars, inbound demo requests. And in the later stage, as part of the growth plan, it aims to move into the sales-led, channel-led, and ecosystem-led. The routes to the market, for the routes to the market, the goal is to drive awareness, user acquisition, and sustained engagement for eLive Cred by leveraging digital platforms that align with the behavior, values, and content consumption habits of the target audiences. So, considering the routes to market,
You have 3 more minutes.
yes, it aims to go on a phased rollout. As I said, it wants to scale in its digital first approach, then monetize on the B2B, B2B2B and B2B2C expansion, and then institutionalize or collaborate with the government or NGOs, so that it has a sustainable growth phased approach. And the major implication is this allows eLive to be a digital first consumer app, and more than later positioning itself as a sustainability ecosystem platform. A part of the pre-sales, demand gen, and lead generation, the plan is that this sustainability tech market is a very niche market, and there's lack of awareness about what actually the app wants to provide to its customers. So because of which there is a need to create education among the masses, and this can be done through positioning itself as a new life currency for eco habits. And going forward, for the media segregation and the budget, I have planned for a budget of total 1 crore, where 50% is provided to the digital medias and digital approach, and the rest 50% is for the offline channels. And through the digital marketing, the plan is to the digital first approach blends, here it is to grow organically and perform through performance led campaigns and with partnership driven virality. This ensures that there is low CAC growth while keeping Gen Zs and millennials deeply engaged through content, community, and rewards. And the key performance metrics that the eLive Cred tries to keep as a prominent North Star metric is daily active engaged users, because this throws light into how the data is being tracked by the users and how it can be leveraged to monetize and grow the app. And this is the product idea and the GTM plan. Thank you everyone, and I'm open for feedback, and thanks for the opportunity to present my idea.
Thank you so much, Abhilasha. It was on time. Thank you for that. And it's time to get the feedback from our juries. Himalaya, sir. Over to you.
Yeah,
You can
sure.
ask the questions as well as you can provide the feedback as well.
Yeah. Abhilasha, you have picked a very niche problem. So, a nice presentation, first of all, and you explained all the points very clearly. The question that I had was, how did you validate your problem because this is a very niche problem and not everyone thinks about it. How did you validate that this was a problem worth solving? You're on mute. You're on mute.
You can
Sorry,
stop
sorry.
sharing,
Okay.
Abhilasha. Yeah.
Thank you for asking that question because this is the same question I got during my first course, the product management fundamentals, and my professor asked the same question: why do you choose to take this product idea? So the answer is one, being personal, because I'm an eco-conscious individual. My persona reflects there in the product persona, and I really want to. I consume when I make consumption choices, daily life consumption choices. I'm very cautious and try to make minimal consumption choices that affects harshly on the environment. And I have my peer group who also think the same way, and they really want to do something in terms of either cutting their plastic bags or either taking a cycle or walking for a short distance, but they lack motivation, one, and the second thing, they lack awareness. That is, does this really make difference? The small steps, does this really make an impact?
Yeah.
So I was thinking on this, and when I was seeing about the B2B, carbon emission trackers and calculators that are present in the current market, I thought, why not for B2C market? And when I did a bit of analysis on the present companies, etc., I thought this is a well worth market to enter into. And yeah, in fact, the sustainability tech market has been given more a boost, and it's being considered important by the many governments, and one also from India, which is LIFE, Life Mission, is trying to address by promoting and also provide funding for the sustainability tech green market. Yeah.
Just one small follow-up to this. So initially you would like to have this product as free or chargeable. If chargeable, then how do you think that you'll acquire your first 10 or first 100 customers? Can you throw some light on that? If it's
So
paid. Yeah.
The idea is, the one is, it will be the part of its services will be a freemium model to get or target the users or get the users into the sign up thing, to get them into the sign up and create an account. It's really freemium, and part of the freemium services, they get the basic carbon emission tracker and also the reward system. They can earn rewards and they can redeem it. So this is part of the freemium plan, so that it creates stickiness, and it also, by word of mouth, it helps to get more and more users into the app. As part of the growth plan or getting more revenue share, that is where the subscription model comes in, where subscription model is provided for the corporates or community clubs, such as fitness groups, cult fit, etc., where there are people who are health conscious, who are also at the same time eco conscious. So when group subscriptions are given to these entities, there we can earn money. And the very important way that elecred is aiming to earn money is through data monetization, which is anonymized, where the everyday users tracking is very much important, and in more demand by the analysts and governments, to understand the patterns of ground level emissions that is happening at the day-to-day consumption level, so that they can come up with policies, etc. So there elecred aims to monetize its worth, and yeah, these are the three aspects to it.
So basically through B2B, you would monetize first 10, 100 customers would be B2B, would be paid, right?
Yes.
Cult Fit and others,
Yes.
which are businesses. Okay, I'll let other jury to ask the question. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Next move to Divya ma'am.
Yeah. So firstly, Abhishek, great presentation. You've done a whole lot of work on that idea. It's it's not at a nascent stage, I'll say, and it's almost there to be taken to the market. And yeah, thank you, Mala, for asking those questions because yeah, those got me curious too. Um, so one of the questions that I have, Abhilasha, is that uh, as much as I understand, and I may be wrong, and feel free to correct, but the while our value proposition is we are looking at the customers who are, conscious in terms of, your ecological factors and so on. But mostly what I understand is about the activity rate or the choices that we make, say, in terms of transportation or so on, right? Uh, but what would be the unique selling point to the partners that you're looking at, say Cult or any other B2B partners? Because if you're trying to sell it through them, they are more of your partners than customers. So, what is the unique selling proposition for them other than the fact that people are conscious for this? What I understand that it should be your carbon tracking, algorithm or the mechanism you're using, the parameters that you're using, because that is something that people struggle at. So are you looking at, your unique selling proposition is the data that you're building in your application with so many users? Or is it how you do carbon tracking and how is it, more and more accurate? What proposition to those partners?
Divya, your voice is
Choosing
breaking. Is it
your
only for me
others.
or is it for everyone?
No, there is a break in the voice. There
Is
was.
it?
I
Yes.
couldn't get the question correctly at the end you were saying.
Okay, I've just turned off my camera. Is it any better now?
I think it is
Yes.
better now.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I'll just repeat my question in short this time. So, my question is that what would be the unique selling proposition to partners like Cult Fit, etc.? There would be many people coming with carbon tracking too, although it's niche, but it's a market which, competition is fast and, it's an easy to enter market. So, is your unique selling proposition the data that you're trying to build? Because then you have to look at free customers a lot to build the data, or is it the accuracy of your carbon tracking? And if it is so, how you're looking at that accuracy of it? Yeah. So that is my question.
Um, I guess I got bits and pieces, but let me try to answer. But please correct me if my thinking process is wrong. So, with the brand partnerships, the aim is to provide the unique value proposition is one. Uh, the collaboration itself, the marketing promotions that will allow both eLeafCred and CultFit to showcase itself as or brand itself as something that is doing to the environmental causes, and it's a win-win for both of them, both for CultFit and for eLeafCred. Now, where the additional unique value proposition for these organizations come is that not through the data or not through something enhanced value that we are giving to CultFit, but the only what I'm thinking is that this collaboration will enhance both businesses brand images. So that is what I thought initially. And when it comes to subscriptions, yeah, premium subscriptions can be charged to these organizations as uh, uh, there is as it can be viewed in the commercial lens.
Okay. Okay. No, fair enough. And I get the idea there. And yes, of course, I mean, it is a great value add when we sell it to people, Even I would be really interested in see how the carbon tracking is. Um, but yeah, again, I think we can work a little more on the operating model, how you work with those partners in terms of the revenues and the KPIs that you track and they track. So that
Mhm.
is just one small feedback which you may add to your presentation. But yeah, overall, I think it is a great idea. And yeah, I would little more like to know when you say digital first, uh, what exactly is the meaning of that? When you say it is a digital first app, what would be the next step? Or when you're saying digital first, what does that mean to you? As if a customer asks you that question, answer it in a simple 1 or 2 lines.
Okay, you mean to say if a customer says it's a digital first rollout or digital first app that is trying to solve an eco problem, so what does that mean to me as a product thinker, right? Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, where does digital first fit in there? If you're saying it is an application, It is coming on my mobile. It is something that is reaching to me digitally. So when you're saying digital first, what does that even mean? That is the question. Yeah.
Digital first, here my thought process was it was only for the rollout phase. I mean to say how to promote the product, but this entire the entire eLive cred stands on the foundation of its AI trackability, where AI forms the core essence of tracking the carbon emissions of the users. So in that sense, probably yes, it's a digital first application, but it aims to grow further, not only in the digital dimension going forward. I mean to say, not in the initial phase, but probably in phase 3 or 4, when the collaboration happens with the government or NGOs level, when it aims to do that, probably it's more driven towards the community led system. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I think that answers my question. And yeah, great plan. And I hope I get to see that app. I'll definitely subscribe. So yeah, thank you and all the best.
Thank you.
Next, we have Ankur sir.
Yeah, hi. Thanks, Adi. Abhilasha, so I'll start with feedback first and we'll go to questions later. So yeah, as everybody mentioned, it shows you have put a lot of effort into making this presentation. It's out there. You have done a lot of research. So kudos on that part. One feedback that I have on the entire presentation, and this is not just for you, Abhilasha, but I think this is also for the future participants. There's too much content on your slides right now, and I think when you are doing any kind of presentation, especially in enterprise setups, people do not have so much time, right? So such content makes sense in case you can pass out leaflets, etc., as part of your presentation. But I would want you folks, especially people who are part of industry or about to join industry, have less content on your slides and focus more on the point, so that it's very clear to me. Because right now there are too many things happening on a slide. I don't know where to focus, and you have one key point in every slide which you're talking about. So I think you can just stress or keep that key point on slide, and I will have my focus on that part only. And this is not just for you, it's a generic feedback which I think I'm going to give to other teams if they are not watching. So other tactical feedback that I have, Abhilasha, is that since it's a new category that you're going to build, I think instead of focusing on every step of that GTM journey, focusing on just awareness would make a lot of sense at this point of time, because you want to let users know that there is this pain point and they can solve it in this way. So I think put more of your energies into that and monies into that, instead of focusing on the entire marketing funnel in the beginning. So yeah, that's my feedback. I'll stop there. I just had one question, and it's a very fundamental question which I wanted to ask. Like, I'm still not sure, that what core problem are we trying to solve over here? Because for me, this seems to be more of a, I don't know if you know about it. We have painkiller problems, we have vitamins for problems, right? So for me, it seems more like a vitamin which I take and I feel good about it. But is it really a pain which we are trying to solve through this product? Is what I want to understand from you. And if you think yes, it's a pain point which many users are facing today, I just want to understand that, do you want to approach it in a more of a proactive way, like how you have described in your presentation, where there is an app and I proactively track everything? Or should it be part of my daily journey where reactively, all these things get calculated and is shown to me at the end of the day, something like calorie tracker, etc. If my question is not clear, happy to repeat that, Abhilasha.
Let me try to repeat if my understanding is right. So it's that the problem what I'm trying to solve through eLive Red, one problem, right? I just want to highlight one problem that is trying to solve. And is it a proactive based approach or is it a reactive based approach? Am I right?
Yes. Let's focus on the core problem first. Yeah.
Okay, so the core problem here is the conscious living itself by itself. That is, we on a day-to-day basis, we consume or we live a lifestyle that involves so much elements as non-life things, non-life objects around us, and we use it on a day-to-day basis unconsciously. Now, given from past 20, 30 years, we know that carbon climate changes is happening, and yeah, definitely our generation is experiencing it. We are seeing it, and there is no sun from past almost, I see 2 months, because this is the season when after rainy season, the sun had to come, and we had to experience that warmth. And I, particularly being eco conscious, I feel that emotion, that why the environmental changes is going to this level. When all the B2B organization which are trying hard to solve the problem, uh, one step at a time can be done through the users, the common man, the small little steps, that is through conscious living. So this app tries to solve that, the conscious eco living. And part of the extended problem is that, which I got to understand only when I did the user interviews, that is, imagine I go to a store and I buy few products, and for buying a carry bag which is environmentally friendly, I'll be slashed a 30 rupees. So why is eco product charged on your pocket, when it should be something very much natural to your day-to-day life? Yeah, there are reasons for that. I mean to say, the business processes, procuring those eco-conscious bags, etc., etc., we are charged. Ultimately, consumers are charged. So when that intervention does not solve, this aims to solve by giving you an opportunity to earn your reward system, where through living an eco-conscious life, you can earn, say, about 250 points, 300 points, or 400 points, and that you can redeem on certain platforms where you have certified products, sustainability products. And these sustainability products are not just referring to the costly products here, because I also did a thorough analysis of a list of all sustainability product apps and websites. They are charging really very high, but there are also the minimal but budding entrepreneurs or budding solopreneurs, which they are providing the sustainable products at a very low cost, at the cheaper cost. So why not utilize those economies and connect those economies together to buy eco-conscious products at a reasonable price?
Got it. Thanks, Abhilash. I want to be conscious of time. So I do understand you're trying to say that, you're trying to build or trying to solve the problem of being eco-conscious. So that's great. Just one feedback here, and I'll end my question there. I mean, see, there are multiple ways to do it. A reward system is one way that you have given in your entire presentation. But I don't think you are still solving the main motivation for the user. I mean, see, it's like a meditation session or a yoga session that I want to attend, or maybe I want to become fitness freak. So it's a habit that I have to inculcate. So I think just using a reward system might not be the hitting on the right nerve of the users. Maybe we'll have to think about on the planning or the strategy part of it. But thanks, Abhilash, that helped.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor, and also Abhilasha. So now we have, please use this QR code that you see on the screen and scan it. You'll be having 20 seconds of time. Please vote Abhilasha. Okay, so let's see the result now. Okay, So thank you so much once again. Next we will move to Lakshmi Kant, who is our second presenter for the day.
Hello everyone, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are
Yeah,
audible.
I will proceed to share my screen.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Give me a minute.
is my screen visible?
Yeah, your screen is visible. Give me a minute.
Sure,
Okay. If you are ready, I'll start the timer as well.
sure. Good afternoon, everyone. I feel that education is the greatest equalizer in society, but the truth is, not everyone has equal access to it. I'm Lakshmikant and I'm here to present LearnSphere, an AI-powered platform designed to bring quality, affordable, and personalized learning to students in India's Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. So in smaller cities and towns, millions of students lack engaging, personalized, and affordable education. Parents worry about board alignment. Students often lose interest, and schools struggle to provide resources. So here's where LearnSphere comes into the picture. It tries to bridge this gap. We use AI to personalize lesson, add gamified learning paths, track student progress, and deliver content in regional languages. With NEP 2020 policies increasing smartphone adoption and rising aspiration in smaller towns, I feel like the timing is perfect. LearnSphere gives these underserved students a chance to access world-class education. So now coming to market and competitive analysis, let's look at the market. India has nearly 248 million K-12 students across 1.4 million schools. Over 90% of the household now have a smartphone, and youth are digitally literate through YouTube and other apps. So the overall edtech market in India is approximately worth 12.8 billion today, and it is projected to reach 61 billion by 2035. So, and the K-12 education market alone will touch 256 billion by 2033. So the opportunity is massive, yet Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities are underserved, as I mentioned before. The big players remain metro focused, leaving a huge gap for LearnSphere. Now, coming to our market funnel, it looks something like this. TAM, there is around 248 students nationwide. I feel that the reachable base is around 150 million in Tier 2 and Tier 3 students with who have smartphone access. SAM is around 60 million learners around 6 priority states like UP, Bihar, Rajasthan, and Madhya Pradesh. Some, I was thinking maybe starting year one, our pilot targets around 250K to 400K free users, and converting around 5 to 8% into paid subscribers. So by around year three, we expect around 5 to 6 million free users and around 400K to 700K paid users. The funnel seems realistic and benchmark against India's freemium adoption trends. So coming to demand drivers and barriers, there are strong demand drivers like smartphones and cheap data is everywhere. Government policies like NEP 2020 and Diksha support digital learning, and families are already comfortable with YouTube and short form video learning. But then there are barriers too. Parents demand trust and visible outcomes. Connectivity is uneven, especially in these Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. So we are planning to accommodate accordingly. And the price sensitivity is high even with free substitute like Diksha. So when it comes to our competitors, mostly it is Byju's and Vedantu, and they usually target metro cities, and uh, they charge a lot. I'll come to this in bias persona. Diksha is free, but it lacks gamification and personalization. So LearnSphere is different. It's affordable, localized, gamified, AI powered, and it is built for small towns. So I actually got a chance to interview my aunt, who is a school professor and is in the board of among multiple school professors. So they have this digital platform which is sponsored by a nearby NGO, and they charge around 400 to 600 rupees per student. But the problem here is she feels that she's not able to track effectively the progress of each student and not able to target, oh, this student is weak in math, I might need to support him. She's not able to track that effectively. And on top of that, these students still go back home and go to tuitions, and she feels like whatever she's teaching in class is getting wasted because they're highly dependent on these tuition teachers. So based on that, I have a few takeaways. So I was thinking of gamification, which has a leaderboard feature, and you can the teachers can keep track of the students' progress. So I also have went across Khan Migo by Khan Academy, so that where it's a really successful venture where the AI was able to solve students' queries almost instantly without the need for a teacher. But I also feel like students trust this human factor a lot. So I was thinking there is a need for for a set of students, a teacher who can keep track of their progress, or contact them to help them support with this education. And coming to segmentation, I've segmented based on four categories, which is geography, demographics, behavioral, and needs based. So our primary focus is tier 2 and tier 3 students in affordable private and government schools. This is the segment where aspirations are high, but quality and affordability are missing, and this is exactly where LearnSphere delivers the most impact. And coming to behavioral, I've segmented based on smartphone users, which I mentioned before, and need based, like regional language, gamified content, and offline availability. So coming to these are the few position statements I have framed. It's there are two. I thought of two different ways. One is formal and one is creative type, just for marketing purposes. Now, coming to go-to-market strategy. So our go-to-market strategy begins with partnerships. In schools, I was planning to pilot with around 100 schools across 5 states and expand to 500 schools by year 2. And through CSR initiatives, we can run digital learning days to educate them about this our application and to build awareness. And through local resellers like coaching centers and stationers, we can distribute prepaid LearnSphere cards and top-ups. This strategy can build trust where family already spend on education. So yeah, so I will come to more of this in the later slides. I'll just skip this for now. So coming to route to market strategy, we are focusing on 4 layers. That is government schools because they have a huge base and they have high trust. Affordable private schools because they have more autonomy and they can adopt really fast. Direct to panel channels through WhatsApp, Facebook, and local influencers, and supplementary learning centers like tuition hubs and NGOs. We can fuel adoption with school onboarding bonuses, teacher leaderboards with rewards, and parent referral incentives. And
You have 3 more minutes, Lakshmikant.
and by partnering with local distributors of digital boards and school kits, we can expand credibility and reach quickly. So coming to our budget plan, we can break our budget into marketing, sales enablement, technology, and partnerships. I'm more focused on marketing because, for instance, there was this company called Sleepwell which kept on popping up in WhatsApp, and I got to know more about that company only because I constantly saw in an application which I use a lot. And ground ops is really important to reach all of these schools. So yeah, so coming to demand generation, our goal is to build sustained awareness among parents, schools, and students. Tactics include school activation drives like Digital Learning Day, vernacular influence campaigns on YouTube and WhatsApp, and SEOs with high intent keywords like Class 8 Maths in Hindi, and local events like quizzes and essay contests. So I will be skipping stakeholder management. It's basically I'm trying to trying to contact government body, school management, teachers and parents, and other CSR NGO partners. So I've identified a few key channels based on behavior and cost effectiveness. Parents prefer WhatsApp updates and local influencers. Teachers rely on Facebook groups and WhatsApp. Students engage with gamified content on YouTube and short videos. By focusing on where users already are, LearnSphere maximizes the adoption at low cost. So coming to promotion and growth strategies, micro subscriptions at 20-30 weekly via UPI, WhatsApp first onboarding through chatbots, hyper local SEO like class 10 science in Hindi partner, offline voucher distribution at stationery shops, and so on. We can track success through metrics like active students per school, CAC, retention, ARPU, and LTV. Return of interest is monitored campaign by campaign. Coming to SEO strategy, I've realized like Byju's and Vedantu, they don't have regional keywords at all. So we were planning to implement that in our meta tags and use short tail keywords, long tail, high conversion keywords, and regional keywords. So coming to leadership and backlink strategy, uh, to build authority, LearnSphere, I'm planning to position ourselves as a trusted edtech voice. We can secure high impact backlinks from NGOs, government portals, and school websites. We can build regional links via local boards, newspapers, and vernacular magazines. And we can also drive content-led backlinks through free worksheets and case studies. This boosts credibility and improves search rankings in underserved regions. So, excuse me.
Your time is up. You take
Yeah.
another 30 seconds to
Yeah,
wind
sure.
up.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, our multi-channel communication strategy is highly personalized through emails, mobiles, and emerging platforms such as WhatsApp, SMS nudges for parents, and regional community apps for awareness. And so coming to key success metrics, I have decided the ARPU should be around 1,200 based on the information I got from my buyer persona. So NGOs charge around 600, whereas Byju's and Vedantu charge around 2,000 to 2,400, which is pretty expensive for tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Yeah, our North Star metric is active students per school, students who engage at least 3 times per week. Why? Because it directly reflects adoption, impact, and retention. Supporting KPIs include CAC, referral rate, retention percentage, ARPU, and LTV. Together, these give us a clear and accountable way to measure success across both schools and parent models. So, yeah, coming to the end of the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lakshmikant. We will go to the juries to hear the feedback from them.
Yeah.
Himalaya, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Lakshmikant. That was a great presentation and great noble idea that spreading knowledge and learning across tier 2 and tier 3 cities, as you said, with very underserved market. So yeah, first of all, the feedback. I see a lot of acronyms in your presentation. I think whenever we have acronyms, because I think you'll be working too much into this, so you think that everyone knows the acronyms. So you can try to use the longer version of it so that
Right.
it's more clearer. But yeah, because we are all into product, we know. But yeah, in the presentations, the next time on, you can the expanded version of the acronyms. So it was a good problem to. It's a good problem to solve. There's no doubt about it. But I have a question about the success metrics that you mentioned. I would like to 6 months down the line. What do you think? Like you said, students per school is your success metric, and how what is the criteria you would say that 6 months down the line? How would you measure that so that you would feel that your GTM strategy is working 6 months down the line? I can repeat the question if you.
Yeah, so I was planning to adopt freemium models initially just to penetrate the market. So most people in tier 2 and tier 3 cities don't have access to any digital platform. I do understand that Diksha has penetrated a few of the schools in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, but most of the schools are like largely available for penetration. So I was thinking not a 6 months plan, but maybe around in a year, we would be able to convert around 50,000 to a lakh paid users based on based on our marketing through these NGO platforms and schools. And if I'm not sure if I misunderstood the question, but
Yeah, my question was the matrix. How would your matrix change, and what is your metric that you are looking forward to in 6 months down the line? Like this many schools and this many active students per school. What is the metric? How many cities?
So by the end of the year, we were planning to target around 250 cities and more than 500 schools with over 50 to a lakh paid users. So that would have been my success metrics for over a year. I did not think for 6 months,
Yeah.
but I was thinking of for an year.
And yeah, the follow-up to that question would be like, how would you overcome the cold start problem? Like nobody knows you in the market right now. So how would you overcome that problem? Why would they trust you? And like anything beyond 6 months or 1 year. So how would you overcome that problem?
Yeah, I was planning to, go to these schools. So based on what my buyer persona told, like they are constantly approached by in this tier 2 city, they're constantly approached by NGOs to, sell, like use their product to educate the student. So I was planning to do a similar approach across the states which I mentioned, go to, you know, go on ground and, get to penetrate these schools by showcasing a product and trying to make them understand how they can help the students through our product. So it is on ground, exposure. But I have already mentioned I was also planning to do all these social media campaigns through WhatsApp, because there's a lot. If I checked Google AdWords, and there is a lot of people who Google free online classes, free online coaching for Hindi in CBSE eighth grade, matriculation and all of that. So I was thinking
Yeah.
we combined both of this based on what I found out from Google AdWords and what my buyer persona told. So that's how I was planning to, implement that.
Yeah. Yeah, great, Lakshmikant. That was all from my end. Thank you for the great presentation. I'll
Thank
let
you for the
other jury
feedback.
ask you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. So next we have Divya ma'am. Over to
Yeah.
you.
Thanks, Aditya. Lakshmikant.
Hi, Divya.
Again, a very noble idea, a very great one. And I think, yeah, we've all noticed that gap whenever we speak to, our peers coming from tier two, tier three cities, and they're mentioning that how difficult it was to understand, various concepts. But again, but one of the, okay, let's come to the feedback first. So, I would really have liked if, your presentation has a lot of matrix, a lot of numbers, a lot of facts, percentages, etc. I would have loved to see your one slide said, how you will customize, like for parents, you will send it on WhatsApp. For students, they are more customized to YouTube, short form videos. So a sample, maybe, just a snippet of what kind of messages would be for the parents to build awareness or to keep them engaged, or what kind of messages are, are for the students to be interested in it. So a snippet or a sample of what you are trying to and how it will be different would have been a great add into the presentation. And I think a little, visual appeal to it as
Makes
well.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is one. In terms of questions, I would have just a very simple question, and I think I have this question for many of us because that is something I have not seen in at least your presentation and the previous presentation. We are not really beyond awareness. We are not really talking about the barriers of entry to that market because that is what sets us apart, right? If you choose
Right.
a niche area or if you choose a market which is not well explored, while we have competitors in other areas in similar ed tech. So what could be the barrier of entry into that market apart from awareness? Yeah.
I feel like the barrier is basically internet connectivity. So even though they have, so if we are going to use AI, if you're going to use videos in our product to help the students, if the tutors are going to interact with this student through our product, they still need a good bandwidth. So even if I create a lightweight app, I don't know if I'll be able to truly reach out to these students due to the, high bandwidth requirement for all of this. So I feel like that'll be a major barrier, but I hope that that'll be a, a tech stack which can resolve this issue. And otherwise, I feel like penetration should be easy, because so I actually have worked with a charity organization where I went and taught to in a blind school. So the thing is, they don't have any resources. So there is nobody who comes up to them and be like, "Can you use this?" So I actually kind of found out a way to help them out, and I installed a software for them. But there is no external person who will come to this trust to tell them, "Hey, I think this can help your students get better." So all of this is focused mostly on metro cities and not on these local areas. So I feel like penetration should be relatively easy if you are able to educate these, the trust or the school or the NGOs. So otherwise, bandwidth is the main issue, I feel. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think fair enough. And yeah, I was also wondering how we'll address that because that's something beyond our control. And yes, there could be a tech stack. Another thought that I have in mind is there could be kind of like you have relationship managers, there is a kind of dedicated person for an area who provides material to the school or the whichever organization you're talking to in an offline format. It will not be at least within the school, then people can access it. Maybe they have a lab or something like that. But again, I'm not sure how that can be addressed. But that is something that comes to my mind if you cannot address the connectivity issue. It could be an offline, a material that can be used, something of the download sort,
Right.
which can be updated every week or so. Yeah,
But I hope by the time the app is released, I hope there's some changes to the connectivity in tier 2 and tier 3 cities.
definitely.
Because India is growing, and I'm pretty sure sooner or later we'll get powerful signals in these areas. But only the future will tell.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Okay, wish you luck. That is all from my end. Great presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So next we have Ankur.
Thanks, Adi. Okay, I'll start with the feedback first. Lakshmikant. So let's start with the generic feedback here. Again, very generic feedback which is applicable to all the presenters. First is, of course, please do have, some kind of dry run before you come and participate in such sessions, because it's very important that you are able to finish entire slide or entire presentation in the time span that was given to you. So, having dry run is very important. And when you do dry run, you will also realize that it's not necessary to cover all the topics which are given to you. Of course, maybe in your course, they would have told you that, you need to cover all the 10 topics as part of this presentation, but sometimes, one topic might not be very relevant. So maybe, feel free to skip those because you have just 10 minutes of time left to cover everything that you want to talk about. One tactical feedback that I have is the presentation was great. I was also looking forward to some kind of product UI UX if you could show. Of course, I didn't want you to spend a lot of time on it because we are talking about GTM and not the product experience here. But any screen grabs or anything would have really helped me. How this app or this website would actually look like and how you're relating things. And if you have covered it, I'm so sorry. Maybe I missed that part. One question that I have for you, Lakshmikant, is see, speaking from my experience when we worked for products like Microsoft Teams, it was very difficult to actually get money from schools and colleges. They are ready to adopt any kind of product that you throw at them, but when you ask for money, nobody is going to pay you. So I just wanted to check with you, how do you plan to monetize this app in the very first year when you actually launch this product? Talk about that. What is your plan for the short term? And yeah, and if you have time left, maybe you can talk about if you want to expand your monetization strategy for the long term approach as well. But let's focus on short term for now.
Yeah, so I initially had a doubt where, YouTube has all these free content. Why can't students just go over there and, get learn from that? But then when I talked to my buyer person, I actually talked to a few more. So the thing is, schools are actually open to, external software which will help their students. So I also got to know that these external organization monetize through these schools. So that's why I was thinking, okay, maybe I can, monetize this. Even though there is free content like YouTube and other content creators, I was like, okay, if I can target NGOs or target schools, I can monetize maybe after a year. So yeah, so I mean I understand what you're saying. I actually thought about it because I was like, if there's free content everywhere, even tier 2, tier 3 cities can access it. Why do we even need this product? But then I realized schools are actually very open to external organization and they don't mind spending to keep track of students. Actually, the teachers want the students to improve and they're actually open to it's like a brand for them. As in they're like, oh, Byju's has partnered with us. They kind of sell that as a brand for them. So I want to create the same image where, we are partnering with the school and, they showcase that.
So essentially, you're saying that we might have to burn some money in the short term, but in the long term,
In the
you
long, yes,
figure out the right monetization strategy here.
right.
Thanks, Lashma. That's it from my side. Thanks so much for your presentation.
Thank you so much, Ankur.
Thank you so much. Meanwhile, we need to get the scores for Lakshmikant juries. Himalaya, sir?
Should we
Score.
just speak out loud?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah. In every aspect or just total number?
A total number out of 5.
Yeah. Out of 5. Yeah, I would give 4.
Okay. And Divya, ma'am?
Yeah, I think, yeah, I'll give a 3.5 at this stage.
Okay. Anku, sir?
Yeah, I'll go with 3.
Okay, great. And we also need to get the scores for Abhilasha as well.
Yeah. So I'll give
Yes,
I'll
sir.
give 3. Yeah.
Okay. Divya, ma'am?
Yeah, I'd also give 3.
Okay. And Anku, sir?
I'll go with 3.5.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for that. Now let's take a audience call and see what audience think. Okay, audience, please scan this QR code. You will be having 20 seconds from now and cast your voting for Lakshmikant. Okay, let's see the scores now. Okay. So next we have Raguraj with us as a presenter.
Sorry, hi. Hope you can able to hear me.
Yes, yes, we are able to hear you.
Thank you. Let me share my screen.
Sure.
Okay, hope you can able to see it.
Yes, we can see your screen, and I'll be starting the timer when you start, and I'll let you know at the 7th minute.
Okay, thank you. Hi
You can
everyone. Yeah, thanks. Hi everyone. Good evening. I'm here to present about the go-to-market strategy of our my online platform, Happy Moments. I have partnered with Esra, so he couldn't able to be with us today in this evening, but yeah, myself and Ezra did this presentation. The it's similar to I know I can give an analogy like IGP or the ferns and petals. So similar to that, we try to create this online gifting platform, but it's more on a B2B format and as well as on the B2C format. So platform. So both it caters for both the all market areas. It needs to be we are trying to capitalize. So that's why we try to create this new product. The main problem which we figured out is on forgetting the important occasions of like anniversaries, birthdays, and no lack of no. At the last minute, we try to remember the no like we don't have sufficient time to to schedule the gifts. So all these problems we are trying to solve it using our gifting platform. And let me try to skip over here. Just give me a minute, please. Trying to hide this. Okay. All right. And so our gifting platform, we will have a set reminders for our special events, and we can personalize our gifting options and also seamless ordering and the delivery management. What kind of delivery, whether it is a midnight delivery or even at time delivery. So all these different set of delivery managements we try to satisfy in this product, and as well as the any personalized audio or video messages that needs to be delivered to the receiver. Yeah, it will be done once the product has been once the gift has been delivered to the user. And the market analysis, no, still, even though there is multiple gifting options that is currently available, the market is huge. It's 120 billion by 2016 and 2026, and it's still going at a compound rate of 15 to 20% a year. So, and smartphone usage is around 800 million users. And the growing of the UPI adoption, and we have other I guess like the other I are going to 70% of gifting platforms that are still going, and uh, we this is our competitive analysis, and the firms and petals, they have their weakness of UI UX, and what is that, from the positioning, and the from the IGP they have limited they are limited to the tier 1 cities. They are not to no limited, no they are not penetrating to the tier 3 cities. And from Vini, the weakness of them is they have very limited variety of product. And what from these competitive, like what we can able to increase our in our product is on occasion intelligence, NRI centric user experience, personalized engine, user journey, and the experience in the discounts. So all these areas we will try to cover in our product to make it well used, well unique from the current market, from the current competitors. Customer segmentations, we have a different customer segmentations, the from the busy Indian market, busy Indian professionals, and NRI, and our socially active women who always wants to make sure all the family members are well connected to through the gift that is being ordered from our portal. Um, I'm skipping the buyer personas because I just don't want to repeat the same. From the go-to-market strategy, yes, it is both as I initially explained, like it is no, as a self-service for the B2C platform, B2C users, wherein they can able to directly order the gifts from our mobile apps. And for the partnerships, like we'll be partnering with uh, the corporates, where it if they want to redeem their gift coupons, they can able to use our platform to redeem the gifts. And as well as, like, if they want to order any gift, if the corporates want to order any bulk gifting, they can able to do it in our portal. So that is something like it is, so we can cater for all the areas of B2B and B2C. And this is our strategy. The go-to-market strategy is like 20 percentage of installs, where we give, we install to give the first gifts, and we try to achieve of 1 lakh plus installations by in the first 6 months of after launch, and building at 10K premium users. So and so forth. So building a premium users is something like wherein we can get a repeated customers, and as well as our revenue also keeps increasing when we try to build our premium users. And these are the growth hacks which we are trying to which we'll be concentrating on, like the calendar sync, the occasional loop triggers, last minute gift CTA, gift revealing and unboxing, and emotional activity. the progressive gifting rewards. The launch, these are the launch phases. Like the first 1 to 2 months will be the beta launch, and the 3 to 4 months will be we'll be doing a soft launch, and the full launch will happen between the 5 to 7 months of video once after the beta launch. And the scale and retention will be like on 8 to 12 months, wherein we optimize the retention and grow the lifetime value of the user.
Raguraj, sorry to
Yeah.
disturb you. You have 3 more minutes.
Thank you. Yeah. So as mentioned, like we have a free premium and an NRA premium. So we have different categories of revenue generation. And these are the routes to markets. The primary market where in the mobile store, we work with Android and iStore to launch our app, and strategic partnerships and with collaborative influencers with other social media marketers, wherein we can able to interact with them and um, drive the traffic to our product. And these are the budgeting which we have tracked, the digital advertising and mobile app marketing, influencer collaborating with the influencers. So the budget which we are which are planned for based on our knowledge, and the sales enablement, like what are the ways we have we'll be able to increase our sales, and how do we connect with our corporates, and how do we connect with like even a small vendor, and how we can able to increase the sales of that particular vendor. So yeah, that is something like we'll be considering sales enablement. And the key matrices in acquisition matrices is like acquisition cost. We are targeting around like 250 to 350 rupees per user. And the key, of course, the gross merchandise value will be our the North Star metric, wherein like our sales for each and every month needs to be increased, and our net promoter score will be like around greater than 60%. Uh, I'm just skipping this one. And last final slide will be on the on the marketing, wherein like how we email marketing, how we can able to capitalize our data to for the email marketing, like on the different occasions, and how we are on different times of whether it is just 1 or 2 hours before the time, or just 24 hours before the actual anniversary. So based on the different time durations, we will be sending the email notifications to the users. And that's it from most. And the stakeholder management, yes, we'll be we'll be collaborating with even small vendors and suppliers, the logistic partners, tech development, payment gateways, digital marketing agencies, affiliate partnership networks, and the regulating local bodies. Thank you. Any questions, please, again?
Wonderful, Raguraj. Thank you so much. You have covered your presentation within time. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
And now we can get the feedback from the juries. Himalaya, sir, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Raguraj, for this presentation. And yeah, it was quick, simple, and completed in time. I have just one question. As you mentioned that there are a lot of competitors who are providing the same product and service. What is your key differentiator? Like, why would someone go for this new product than a trusted alternative currently in the market?
We offer more personalized way of gifting. So if they want to, even the gifting wrap can be where they can able to select, and even if they want to give any personalized audio messages or video messages, they can able to add those, and they can able to send it to them. And it's more on a personal touch, the most personal emotion which we can able to give through the through the gift. So that is something like the current gifting industry is missing. So that's where I know we are trying to concentrate on.
Let's say your differentiator is valid, and next thing you know that a competitor launches a similar personalization, because for an established brand it won't be difficult. So how would you think your GTM strategy would change, and what changes in the product or strategy would be required if there is a similar product launched by a competitor?
Yeah. More on the other thing which no, I'm trying to concentrate on is on how we are delivering it. Okay, so if I say like it's a 30-minute, yes, it should be a 30-minute window. Or if I say a 2-minute, 2 hours, the product needs to be delivered, yes, it should be within the 2 hours. So the timeline also we are we need to make sure like we are capturing it right and we are tracking it right. And if there is any like if we couldn't able to deliver it within those time frames also, we have to make sure like no, we give a let's say like a 5% discount in the next order. So that is something like we can able to no we can able to work through it and get it done. And the other thing is like we are the first, the first time, the first time that is something which product is offering. The first, that is something like we can able that edge we do have, and that will help our product, the product to reach multiple places.
Okay, thank you. That was all from my end. I think Divya can ask.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah. And hi, Raguraj.
Hi.
Great presentation. One question that I have is, since the beginning we are talking about event reminders, and you have been talking about, but I feel there is a storyline missing, because at one point this is a feedback, and a very high level one, where once we are talking about event reminders and where you forget an anniversary and so on, and then we talk about that we do it, so is it about providing it quick? Is it about suggesting it on the right time? Or is it about, just give me a minute, sorry. Yeah. Is it about, providing it at the right time? Is it providing early delivery? Is it providing personalized product? I feel the message is getting scattered rather than building one storyline on one point. So that is just a feedback from my end.
Okay.
And maybe you addressed it and I didn't get it. That could also be true. But that is what I understood, because I was just getting confused on somewhere I was thinking on the B2B line, somewhere I was thinking on the B2C lines. So I was not able to identify myself with one of the users, which is how I want to see most of the products here if you're talking about GTM strategy. So that is a feedback. In terms of questions, again, I think, yeah, that will be my question. If you could address, just pick one kind of user persona, say P2C, and just quickly tell me that, these are the two things which we provide unique. Is it quick delivery? Is it, event reminders? What will it be?
Actually, we do both. So, event reminders, we do, like we do have the data well in handy. So we are no, it's not. We will remind the users, 1 week before the day of the anniversary of the birthdays. So before the event, we do remind them, and if if the order is not placed for that, then we remind like 2 to 3 days before, and also like even if that day also that has been missed, and we do remind 24 hours before. So email reminders will happen, and based on the based on that, the gift offering will change. So for example, like if we have only 24 hours for the anniversary, so we have to we can able to show the gifts based on like less than 24 hours. Delivery should be less than 24 hours, then only we can able to show no make sure like they can able to get it. So that is something also we are that is the one which we are concentrating on. So while sorting, the first items will will display based on the number, how the deliveries will be will be given. I mean, how short, how quick the gift can be given to the user. So that is our prime strategy on this for the B2C.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I think I'll just come back to the same point that I'll appreciate more if we stick through one storyline and explain it with more examples and wireframes and what kind of pop-ups, messages, notifications will go to the users when you're saying reminders. So yeah, that is all.
Thank
I
you.
think I'll hand it to Ankur then.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ankush, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Avi. Raghuram, thanks so much for your presentation. So I'll start with the feedback first. General feedback, presentation looked pretty bland to me. You're talking about a category like gifting. I think you could have made your presentation more visually appealing. Again, a very personal feedback, but yes, I was expecting, more flowers and more colors in your deck. But anyway, just take it with a pinch of salt. Um, Next thing that, since the regulated market in this particular industry, I mean, you fairly have established players like FNP, IJP, etc. So I would have really loved to see how their GTM journey actually panned out, because these players have been live for quite many years now. So how would they actually, approach their first customers? Did they go into B2B? If not, why didn't they go? I mean, such examples would have really helped. And then you could have, told us, okay, this is how you are going to differentiate yourself as far as the GTM journey goes. I don't know. Everybody's talking about numbers in budget allocation, but I don't know at this point of time. Do we really want to talk about numbers? So I'm talking about absolute numbers. Like investing 2.2 CR in one of the channels. I think instead of talking about numbers, maybe we can just say, this is the channel you want to focus upon. So 25% of your budget will actually go in performance marketing. I mean, probably you can talk about that instead of giving absolute numbers, because you are starting a new company, right? You never know what kind of investment or what kind of money you would be able to put in from your side. So I think just percentage wise would really help instead of putting absolute numbers there. Some companies do not even have budget of what you have actually mentioned on your slides.
Got it.
One question that I have, Raghuraj, is, you mentioned that you are going to target both B2B and B2C. So for B2C, we have a fairly established playbook, but I want to understand uh, the topmost lever that you will use to crack B2B market and why.
Uh, See, B2B market is something like no currently how it is how would the reward points which no the companies offer to their employees, they can able to redeem only don't till that. After that, they can say, for example, like if a product is available for say like 5,000 rupees, and the gift whatever the companies is offering around 3,000 points. So let's say like 1 point is to one rupee, and they can able to say like they can't able to buy that 5,000 rupees product. So my thing is like if we go with if we go for a B2B, and let's say like if the customer wants to put the extra 2K on from his out of pocket, and they can able to buy it. So just if the platform will get will help them in getting the right the gift they want, and
Raghuraj, let me
also
stop you there. You're talking about a product feature. What I'm interested is in how will you even get your foot in the door? Why will corporates even give you a seat on their table to actually discuss when they already have, a lot of players which are already providing these solutions?
like we see, it's all about how the employees, right. So from the employee standpoint, if like how they give if they can able to convert their convert their points into the gifting options. I think that's where that will also help. They can able to satisfy their employees as well, and giving all these options to the employees will will help the employers as well. So that is something like a point wherein like we can able to pitch into the to the corporates and get their trust as well.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you.
Thanks, Raghuraj.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Uh, so let's go to the scores, juries.
Sure.
Now let's start with Himalaya, sir.
Okay. I'll give 2.5.
Okay. And Divya, ma'am?
Can I give 2.75? Or We'll keep it simple. Then I'll keep 2.5. Yeah.
Okay. 5 and then Ankur sir.
Yeah, anonymous jury, so 2.5 from my side as well.
Okay. Okay. Then it's time to have a votes from the viewers. Kindly scan the QR code that is there on the screen and cast your vote for Raguraj. Okay, so let's have the scores. Okay.
Okay.
So next we have Dilip and Himanshu as our presenters.
So Aditya, we are ready.
Okay, who's going to share the screen?
I'll be sharing my screen.
Okay, yes, please. Once you are ready, I'll start the timer. Okay.
Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, your screen is visible and we can, shall I start the timer now?
Yeah, we can start.
Okay.
Okay, good evening, professors and presenters. So I'm Dilip. I will be walking you through GDM capstone and our project name is One Stop Home. So the problem that we are trying to solve is in home improvement space. Currently, the home improvement market is highly fragmented and unorganized. Customers are struggling with discovery of products, finding right vendors as well as products, and customers are struggling with untrustworthy suppliers, unclear pricing, and lack of verified service providers. And customers are also struggling with quality assurance of the products and after sales service. So here you can see the survey results that we have conducted with potential customers. As you can see in the graph, most of them are struggling with finding trusted local retail shops, and also they're facing no standard pricing for materials, and reaching multiple shops to purchase different materials is becoming difficult for them. And if you talk about the market size, the TAM is about 44.3 billions in 2024, and SAM is about $21 billion, and SOM is $80 million. And coming to the customer segments, we have urban homeowners as a primary customers, and first-time homeowners, and as well as contractors or builders. So, but for now, we'll be focusing on the urban homeowners, as we see they are the primary customers for us. And we have selected one persona from the segment that you have chosen. That is professional urban homeowner. If you talk about the bio, he's a senior technical manager, age 42, Bangalore. Their goal is to renovate their home, hire reliable professionals, and also source materials for their home improvement goals. And we have behavior and pinpoints as well, which we can discuss it later. And coming to the buyer journey, how they actually go through the home improvement process. First phase is deciding phase. They'll be deciding whether their budget, how they should have their home improvement goals. Then they'll be doing their research. Let me zoom in. Okay, so during the research phase, they will be finding the reliable vendors as well as the service providers. Then they can discuss their plan with them. And third phase is the plan. By sitting with vendors and service providers, they will be planning the budget and time duration. And the then next phase is purchase. Once they have the plan ready and budget decided, they'll be making purchase of the products. And finally, with the help of service providers, they will be executing the plan. And final phase is delivery. And SWOT analysis for our platform. So strengths are, we are end-to-end platform for home improvement space. We have verified professionals, ensuring trust and quality, and transparent pricing differentiates from local vendors. And our weakness is initial high cost of investment, and opportunities are rising disposable income and home ownership in urban areas, and digital adoption is increasing. And if we can partner with developers, architects, and housing societies, we can scale it to larger extent. And threats are a strong competition. So we have LiveSpace, HomeLane, Amazon, Pepperfry are the primary competitors. Then coming to competitor analysis, as I discussed, we have identified Pepperfry, Urban Ladder, LiveSpace, HomeLane as the existing players. The gaps here are fragmented services, poor after sale services, and lack of trust. And our edge is, we are the one stop for products and services, verified professionals, and transparent pricing. And I would like to discuss about the positioning and value proposition as well. That's where uh, we differentiate our product. And our unique value proposition is all in one platform, products and services related to home improvements. And trust and transparency, convenience and reliability comes along with it. And the positioning statement is all your home improvements and maintenance needs in one place. So from here on, my partner Himanshu will be presenting. Over to you, Himanshu.
Thank you, Dilip, and hi everyone. So I'll talk about the GTM strategy and rest of the slides. Talking about the GTM strategy, what we have decided is the pilot. We have decided distinguished Bangalore and Hyderabad as the two pilot city because of the lot of tech-savvy people and dense supply clusters. We want to launch this in both platforms, website as well as app. Our growth will be driven by a partnership with brands, contractors, developers, etc. And for acquisition, we want to lean on the digital ads, influencer referrals, etc. And eventually, we want to scale it from tier 1 to tier 2 via hub and spoke operations. So right now, what we have done is for at least phase 1, we have identified few recurring services. So core recurring services and their related products like plumbing, painting, we can launch our product with these services, and we want to grow into the direction where future expansion will be towards the smart home products and renovation packages. And to reach that, we can have a high valued bundle services like modular kitchen, flooring, wardrobes, which will also provide us a right amount of growth as well as build the right amount of trust in customers. For demand funnel, what we want to do is to fuel our growth. We want to first make people aware about our product through Google Meta ads. And then we also want to build their interest through blogs, DIY guides, etc. And at the desire stage, what we want to do is we want to give them reviews, demo videos, and then we want to move into the action where we want them to feel encouraged while booking through our apps, website, etc. And most importantly, I think retention is one of the important things. and we want to retain them through our experience centers, strong support, customer support, loyalty points, etc.
You have
Maybe
3 more
we could-
minutes, Himanshu.
So, yeah. To the next slide, Dilip, please. For email and newsletter strategy, we want to build a subscriber group. We want to also target the personalized email. We also want to give DIY tips, design inspiration, expert advices, etc. And we want to track these performance through open and click rates, conversion through emails, how many have unsubscribed. We want to just reduce it from the conversions. And also we want to track it, how much traffic is coming from the email campaigns. Dilip, maybe to the next slide. Yeah. So for content marketing strategies, we want to position ourselves as not just a service provider, but as a knowledge partner, right? So we will have blogs, guides, customer stories, so that we build authority and trust in home improvement space. Talking about some thought leadership, we'll be developing by collaborating with industry experts and participants in events through media partners as well and PR agencies. On the digital, our SEO and keyword strategy will also ensure that we capture the right intent-driven searches. Like social media presences are very, very important. So we will have local SEOs which will ensure visibility in Bangalore as well as Hyderabad during our pilot. And over time, we also want to grow our footprints so we want to scale it so that we can scale it to the tier 2 cities. We will ensure this strategy will ensure that our customer think us not just as a service provider, but also rely upon when we are like reaching out to them through organic. Next slide, please. Yeah. So as we mentioned a lot of time, trust is the core theme for us. We want to build that trust because we feel that in such sort of product, this is a most important thing, right? So we want to have thought leadership and work towards it. We want to publish insights, hosting webinars, collaborating with media outlets. I also want to partnership with housing societies, want to partner with developers, contractors, and also provide a valuable backlinks for SEOs. As I said, like we want to be the most trusted voice in India in home improvement space and want that people should ensure and want to ensure that we have a tight customer trust, reliability, and loyalty environment. Next slide, please. Yeah. On revenue projection, we are using a bottom approach where we have projected that in the first year itself, we want to acquire some 11,000 customers who will
Himanshu, your time's up. Just take another 30 seconds to complete your presentation. Thank you.
Yeah, so we will have product and services. So depending upon that, what we have done is we have allocated 40% to the digital ads, and that is our digital share. And these are some of the channels and activity that we are going to, on the right bottom side, we are going to do to and allocate our budget on digital side. We also have a media and PPC plan. I'll just talk very quickly. We'll use Google search. We'll also use Meta, YouTube, Amazon, Flipkart, and affiliate marketing so that we are reaching out to the people in the right fashion. We also have listed down all the stakeholders, internal as well as a stakeholder, and also listed down different roles and responsibilities and how we are going to engage them through different channels. Of course, the strategies are very different for internal as well as external. For success metrics, we have categorized them in, as per awareness, acquisition, engagement, conversion, revenue, retention, and efficiency. And we also have some KPIs against each of these categories and have also set up some target for ourselves. For example, for acquisition, we are saying if let's say our acquisition cost is less than equal to 40, that is the success metrics for us. For conversion, if it is let's say 15 to 20%, that's a success metrics for us. Yep. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, I have quickly covered few of the slides, but we are open to the questions, so I'm happy to answer.
Thank you so much, Himanshu and Dilip. Let's start the feedback from Himalaya, sir.
Yeah, so first of all, small feedback that on slides, it was at times not legible, too much content. And so I think that goes for everyone. Secondly, as this is a operational product. This product is mostly, you would see the work and then find out, okay, if it's good or not. How are you planning to solve this problem through a software or through a website? That's what I want to know first.
Dilip,
Yes,
you want to say?
yeah. So our product is firstly, we are not building the offline store. We are building in web application as well as mobile application. So where we'll be listing out our services as well as the products. So the solution is, first book the consultation. It's a free of cost consultation, and the professional will be visiting to the home, understanding the goals, and then as per the goals, he'll be suggesting the products that needs to be purchased, and those products will be available from our application itself. So this is how it goes, Himalayan sir.
So you would be collaborating with the vendors of these products, and then okay, and the consultation, you would be providing a consultation for this, right?
Right.
Through your
That
website
is
and
it.
application.
So we want to have end-to-end things. We also want to supply the products as well as provide the services to, let's say, install as well as post-sale services.
Yeah. And how do you think, like, in this particular segment, there are like freelance vendors available? So how do you think your cost will be compared to, because there are a lot of nooks and crannies here. So how would you like compete with the cost, and what is the differentiator of your product than anyone else? Can you just throw some light on that?
So as it is, home improvement space, right? People mostly prefer offline purchase than online purchase.
Right.
Uh, right. So because they need to visit to the stores and verify the products, and also they want to purchase as per the suggestions that have come from the professionals, right? So
Right.
so now when they go to the the shop, right? So shopkeeper will be saying one number, right? But we might not know if it is the exact the real price. So how we are differentiating is with the transparency of price, right, in our application. So that comes directly from the vendor, right? We will be presenting the transparent pricing, whatever that is, right? But in the case of offline stores, customer may not be trusting the price that is given by the vendor.
Yeah.
Shopkeeper.
Just want
Okay.
to add
So
a couple of more
yeah.
points, sorry, Malia. Not just on the pricing side, I think quality is again one more thing which we want to ensure that because if I just compare it with any offline, quality for any customer, quality is a big concern, right?
Yeah.
And after sales service is also one more concern, right? Apart from pricing. So these are the 3, 4 factors wherein we feel that we are better than any offline store because we create more transparency as well as support to the customer. But then there are competitors online as well. And that's the reason we are packaging ourselves into not just on the product side, but on the services side as well.
Yeah, actually, this problem is very personal to me because I have also faced this same issue. I have wanted to, do some work in my house and constructing a house. So actually, this is just a feedback and just a normal thing that this actually falls through in the execution process. That's what I said, that in operations, this gets. So I think the focus more should be differentiating it through operations and how the differentiation that we are providing through the operations part of the segment and not through like website. That I think knowledge is available very freely these days on Instagram and other channels. So I think that's one fee. That's it. Thank you. I'll let other ask the questions.
Thank you so much, sir. Next we have Divya ma'am.
Yeah, so, okay. So I think, yeah, I really like the idea and the concept. I think it is a big problem for many of us, but yeah, I would also not deny that there are many competitors in the space. And it's not totally a new market that you're entering or trying to build. Uh, One feedback is on the presentation. I think legibility already Himalayas has spoke about. What I would try to say is, when we are talking about things which are so particular in look and feel, when you're saying, your the idea of your product is about not just, it's about the aesthetics, it's about the kind of understanding you have. So that should show on your presentation as well. I'm not saying make it, better than an Adobe Photoshop thing, but yeah, some color combinations that help us read it better can go a long way. And I'm telling it from a very basic standpoint. At times your CXO would not notice if you have a great design, but they would notice if one of your words alignment is not in place or there is an extra space. That just gives an idea that you were not focused enough or you didn't cross check it. So that is just one general feedback. Another feedback that I have is a positive one is on the thought leadership side. I think that's a great idea because yeah, I do understand, there can be leakages, people can take the ideas and go around with other vendors, but that's the possibility everywhere. So I think I like the idea of thought leadership, being one of your GTM, because that's very important in this space. If you can't even show expertise, like Himalaya said, it's very difficult to showcase that. If you don't have a success story yet, it's very difficult to showcase how you will be doing it different or operationally better than others. So the only better way to show it is that you have the expertise or you have the knowledge of the experts. I'm sorry. Yeah, so that was the feedback. In terms of the question that I have, I think you've already mentioned that you are looking at cities like Bangalore and Hyderabad. Uh, what I do want to understand is, you know, what led you to pick those apart from the numbers and the homeowners and etc. The stats that you have shown. Beyond that, what would be the qualitative reason for you to pick cities like that? Because I'm coming from a point where, Bangalore, I have seen, is where most of the people are either looking at very high, interiors and specific services, etc., and they have their own ideas and lot of things, or they have so less time that they are relying on their builders to just get it done, contractors or builders to get it done however way possible. So why pick cities which are so busy and so tech savvy and so yeah, any qualitative reasons for that?
Yeah, yes, Divya, you said the answer as well. So in these metro cities, we have the professionals, right, who lack time to even think about what items to purchase. So and also the we can easily check the product market fit because the adaptability in metro cities is fast when compared to two tier cities. So and also right, the shift in the urbanization, right, most of the people from other cities even come to these metro cities to start their living along with their job, right, and they do want to construct their homes. So I do agree that they simply trust their contractors, I mean, for their services. But no, there are but they every each and every individual have their own goals to customize their home. So in that case they want to personally talk to the service providers, right, understand what items are used in their home construction, and if possible they would like to cut cost even at the item level purchase, right. So so that, yeah, that way we see a lot of scope in metro cities, Divya.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yes, please.
yeah, maybe I can add couple of more points. So in Bangalore and Hyderabad, yes, at the time of like the society building or whatever the builder is providing, they also try to make it aesthetically good. But what we have seen in metro cities like Bangalore and Hyderabad, which are also high income cities, people also want to upgrade their lifestyles, so they just want to keep on upgrading and improving their home. They are not hesitate. They don't hesitate in buying new products if they want to invest into home improvement. So experience is also one big factor in these cities.
Hmm. Fair enough. I think I like the idea. Another small feedback or maybe an idea that you can say is, I'm not sure, maybe I missed because there was quite some content on the slide. Uh, I didn't see, when you say thought leadership, of course, I understand that it covers everything, but in specific, I think influencer marketing is something that works a lot in this space. Uh, for the idea that people look up to these influencers for their lifestyle. So, and what you see is already done is what inspires you. And we don't, in metro cities, people don't have enough time to visit each other's places so much. So it will never happen. It will happen very less that somebody would visit somebody's home and so on. So I'm not sure if it was mentioned and I missed it, but I think that is a great idea that can be looked at. So yeah, that is all from me. Thank you.
Just to close the loop, Divya, we have kept as influencer marketing in our slide. Because of the time constraint, I quickly covered all the budget allocation for the marketing, but we kept influencer marketing as the 15% for the whole marketing budget.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, so I think then, yeah, we can work a little more on the slide so that even if you don't read it, maybe we read it. So yeah, that could be one. But yeah, if it is there, great idea. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Ankur, sir.
Okay, thanks, Adi. So I have one feedback here for you folks. First is, just one feedback that I want to talk about is when we have so many different avenues, deciding the persona, deciding the city, deciding so many channels of communication, etc. It's very important to also highlight what you are prioritizing and why. So in the beginning, you mentioned that this is a user persona that you want to go after, but I did not see why did you choose that. Similar thing that Divya was mentioning when you are saying cities like Bangalore and Hyderabad, why are we going with those cities? I think you mentioned some numbers, but what happened in the other cities? Why didn't we choose the other cities? I think that prioritization is very important. I know it's not part of your overall GTM strategy, but when you begin any kind of presentation, it's very important to have that kind of prioritization criteria and then start zeroing down. And I don't know why GTM strategy is becoming like a checkbox. You don't have to target each and every GTM stuff when you launch a new product or a new app or a new website, etc. In the very first year, in the very first few months, you might not even have so much budget to allocate funds into, let's say, influencer marketing. One influencer is going to ask you kind of money which you might not be able to afford. So I think it's not a race of check boxes. Again, as I mentioned, prioritize what you want to do in the very first year, and then probably in the long term, you can say, okay, this is where we will eventually go to, or these are the things that we want to eventually target. So yeah, and I think that prioritization is very, very important, and not for just for this presentation, but for I saw similar, visuals coming from other presentations as well. It's becoming like a checkbox race, and everybody just wants to put in content on the slides. So that's one feedback that I have for everyone, not just for this team. And the only question that I want to ask Himanshu and Dilip is, how is your positioning actually different from competition? When I say competition, I'm thinking about companies like Urban Company, No Broker, etc. Because they started with services, of course, not No Broker, but Urban Company started with services. Eventually, they ventured into things like products, where you can do wall paneling, etc. And now they're also getting into automation where they are selling smart locks, smart filters, etc. So how is your strategy, or sorry, not strategy, but how is your positioning different? Because I saw similar words also popping up in your positioning statement.
Ankur, as you can see, right, our positioning statement is, one stop for all your home improvement needs. So we can see, the No Broker or other platforms, they're providing the services in the space of home interiors or plumbing or electrical works, those things. But when they provide the service, right, if customer wants to purchase a relevant item associated with the service, so where do they go, right? So again, they need to search online, or they need to go offline stores to buy relevant items, right? So that's when our product or a platform stands out. So when the service during the consultation phase, when the professional comes to the home, He'll understand the goals of the home improvement, whether it can be a service or a new construction, or improving their home or whatever. So based on that, he will be suggesting the items uh, to be purchased from the same application, from our application, right? So through the quotation, when he sends out the quotation, along with the service, all the products are listed, and on click of a button, a customer will be able to purchase the relevant items. So in that way, it is going to be the packed solution for whatever the home improvement goals.
Yeah. And just to add, like I'll just compare Urban Company with the product that we are trying to build. Urban Company is providing services at like very kind of services, right? We want to specifically call ourselves as home improvement company. Urban Company, while let's say it is also providing saloon services, nowadays they are also providing panditjis, etc. Right? So their services are more wider and scattered. We want to be more specific and want to be more professional in that area.
Okay, I think No Broker also has got a segment called Interiors where they do the exact same thing. Of course, not buying of materials because they don't sell, raw materials on their website. But consultation and everything is also provided by No Broker, and of course, there are multiple other interior companies. I get it, but you are trying to, not only just solve for, let's say, services, but you are calling yourself as home improvement, which covers entire gamut of things which are there in the interior space, so as to speak.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay, thank you. This is what I had.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, juries. Thank you. Now we can go to the scores part. Himalaya, sir.
I'll give 3.
Okay. Divya, ma'am.
3.5.
3.5. And Ankur, sir.
I'll give 3.
Okay. Okay. So it's time to have a feedback from the viewers. Please cast your vote for Dilip and Himanshu. Okay, so let's see the result now. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, participants, and thank you, jury members. Before we announce the winner of this for the Skillathon, I would request you to please accept this certificates of appreciation, and please share your experience on today's Skillathon. First, we will go with Himalaya, sir.
Thank you, Abdi. The experience was great. I mean, getting to see all these presentations, talking to all the participants and teams. So it was great, and yeah, it was nice experience. As I'm an alumni of IPL, I have like been associated with you guys for almost 5-6 years now. So yeah, it's great to come back and see how things have changed and how things are improving. So yeah, great to be associated with IPL and all these. Glad to be a mentor of these exciting students. Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your kind words. And Divya ma'am, please accept a small certificate of appreciation, certificate of participation, participant, and a few words from you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. It's my first time, and I will have to say I didn't expect, so much of preparedness from the participants. I could see they were well guided. They had a lot of, you know, like Anku said at many places, we could give them 100 headers that they should fill in. And yeah, they can pick the relevant 20. But the fact that they had, a checklist of what all they can include was great. And I also love the idea that most of the ideas they had were thought through. I mean, there could be issues with the market readiness or something or the other. And I think that is why we are here as jurors to give a third person perspective and see what we have understood from the market. But I think still many of them had done a whole lot of research on their topic. And yeah, I really like the ideas that they were well thought through. And yeah, it's great to be here. Thank you for having me here. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your kind words, ma'am. Thank you. Next, we have Ankur sir.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Adi. So this was also my first time, being a jury for a Skillathon. So thank you
Right.
so much for giving us this opportunity. Loved all the presentations, especially the kind of depth in research and the creativity that you folks have put in your decks. I really loved it. And apologies if I have been very harsh. Sometimes, so not sometimes, but most of my growth have actually come from my managers who were actually very harsh to me. So just whatever I said, just take that with a pinch of salt. And it doesn't matter whether you win or lose today. You all of you are actually going to become future bright leaders. So you folks are on the right path. So just remember that. And yeah, I mean, just keep improving. Keep looking at multiple products out there. Keep looking at their journeys. Always, whenever you think about any new product or an old product that has launched into the market, just think about how actually it grew, what all the levers that they used, and if you were in the founder's place, what you would have done. So just try to always think about these things. I think that will really help you in improving your product sense. And we all are just at the end of the day trying to improve our products, and so all these things will actually help you in doing that. So yeah, thank you so much. Loved all the presentations, and all the very best to all of you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your kind words as well. Okay. Now we are at the end part of the Skillathon, and we appreciate your time and presence on this platform. The insightful feedback question will definitely encourage our learners to look into the product more deeper and with more clarity. Now it's time to declare the Skillathon winner. If you have any guesses, please make sure you put that in the chat box. Who you think is going to be the winner for today's Skillathon? Okay. And by the way, we have we have a takeaway as a cash voucher of rupees 1,000 for our winner. And okay, we have a name in the chat box as Lakshmi Kant. So the winner is Lakshmi Kant. Congratulations, Lakshmi Kant.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations to you.
Yeah, I got a lot of insight from all of the jury members. I appreciate the feedback by Ankur. He did mention that his product managers are little rigorous on him, but it makes sense. I want to know. I have to do more interviews to figure out if I can actually really market my product. So yeah, that makes complete sense. And thanks everyone. Yeah.
By the way, how was your experience today?
Oh, this is my first Skillathon, and I expected a timer, but I couldn't see a timer. I was not able to keep track of the time.
Yeah, sure. Next time we will do that for sure.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, everyone, to be a part of this Skillathon event. Thank you for being a wonderful audience, and our esteemed juries. Thank you for be in this Skillathon. Until next time, take care, stay safe, everyone. Bye, good night, and see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you.